The answers as far as the men are concerned.
Well, I think we can say that the broad principles involved in the supervision of men apply equally well in the case of women.
That ain't what I learned about women.
There are some new and different problems, Joe. I'll admit that.
Women scare me. At least, they do in a factory.
Well, maybe the women are scared too, Joe. Let's see.
My name is Ruth Iverson Pashut.
Liberty is the most expensive commodity in the world today. We have it only because we are willing and able to pay the price for preserving it against communist aggression.
Marie Vincentia. I'm a Sister of Charity of Cincinnati.
We are paying a large share of that price. Part of our share of vigilance is being borne by our women, future wives and mothers who today are willing to share the cost of the freedom they and their children will enjoy tomorrow.
Are you aware of what women's rights are?
Yes.
Okay, what are they?
The same natural rights that everybody takes for granted. Right to equal employment, right to vote, right to same access to laws and services. I guess that takes care of it.
We lived on a farm, and my mother tried to keep it going for about 4 or 5 years and found it was very difficult for a woman to run a farm.
My first job away from this story was, in those days there was tax on cigarettes, and you had to put a little tax stamp on each of the packages of cigarettes, and I did that.
I'm having to work hard to make enough money to have food on the table. My mother, worked at a school lunch program. Prior to that, she worked at the Army base in the cooking.
Always, they were in the limelight because they were the males. And we were just little girls. And so it's what they had to say was important. But what we never learned, that what we had to say was important.
Where you go today, Joe?
Oh, all right.
You troubled about something?
No.
Well, I listened to some of my nephews and grandnephews and the way they treat their sisters and the way they speak and get me this and do this, and it's still very prevalent, this whole model of patriarchy.
After being married and away from education for a good many years, about 20 years, she would have to have gone back to school to continue teaching, and she couldn't afford the time to do that. So she had to start working, doing whatever she could to bring home money for us. So that was very important to me to get my degree.
My community is very much aware and helps us to be aware of what this patriarchal model, this system has done to women, and we are trying to educate women, and not only women but the whole of society, to be aware of what's going on and that there has to be a better way.
Do you know what women's rights are?
Yeah, kind of.
What do you think they are?
I think they're the rights that women have to be just as equal and good as like anyone else, like any man or just any other person, and yeah.
Is it of so great importance to get an education?
Well, I wanted to be independent in case some tragedy or something would happen in my life and that I would have to continue and raise my children like my mother did. And I could do something that I love, and I did love teaching.
The violence and the way women are treated. And girls thinking it's cute because they get noticed. But it's degrading to women.
Well, I guess that women's rights are the rights that women have in the United States, civil rights.
The male is up and the woman is down.
I think I do.
Okay, what are they?
Like the rights women have, like to be considered equal to men.
Lots of opportunities for social justice and to help those in oppression, especially women. And so our community has really focused on women and children and helping them. I think the thing that has gotten much better over the years is awareness. Awareness, and that women are not afraid now to speak up and to work for awareness and justice. And my community is very much aware and helps us to be aware of what this patriarchal model, this system has done to women, and we are trying to educate women, and not only women, but the whole of society, to be aware of what's going on, and that there has to be a better way.
Do you believe that one voice can change the world? No. Do you think that one voice can change the world?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you believe in the statement that one voice can change the world?
Yes.
Do you believe that one voice can change the world?
Yeah.
Do you think that one voice can change the world?
I think that one voice can change the world is like Gandhi.
Believe that one voice can change the world?
Yeah.
Do you believe that one voice can change the world?
Yes, I think so. I think if that voice has a good purpose and like a good base for what it's doing, and it has people that will listen to it and people that will follow it, then I think one voice can change the world.
I feel fortunate to be part of this generation and thankful for the progress other women have made in the past. Now I feel that as a woman of today's society, it is my job to help improve the lives of other future women and of all of the world.